Hi, welcome again to our mindful movements. Today we're going to be exploring different ways to practice Surya Namaskar or salutations to the sun. And you'll want to get your yoga mat and then maybe 2 chairs, or my setup here has a couch and a chair. And then as we go along, I'll be demonstrating different adaptations that you may choose to stick with, or you can shift into some of the other variations depending on what's appropriate for you today in your body. Okay, so we're going to get started by setting up your 2-chair situation. One chair right in front of you, and then you're just going to find a comfortable way to sit. Feet resting against the floor, feet underneath your knees, and then knees at about the height of your hips. Let your hips sink down, and then let the top of the head rise up, creating a tall spine. And then notice your breath, ideally coming in and out through your nose, but however you can breathe today is what's best. On your next exhale, let your hands just drift down by your sides. And on your next inhale, slowly let the arms float up, almost like you had helium balloons attached to them. Just go as high as you're comfortable going, and then exhale, let the arms float back down. And do that a few more times, feeling into the mobility of your shoulders and beginning to coordinate movement with breath. There are many times when our minds get very distractible. And it can be harder to do a static practice. Although it's what we need, we may require some kind of bridge to get us there. And I find that Sun Salutation, for me at least, is that bridge. Now the next time you exhale, instead of bringing the arms down, go ahead and fold forward, bringing your hands to your lap. And just see how far forward you can go in a comfortable way. And then still folding forward, inhale and look towards the back of the chair. So really feel like you're creating a length from your tailbone to the top of your head. And then exhale, look back towards your legs. And then inhale, push off your thighs, lift up, reach the arms up, and then as you exhale, let those arms slowly float back down. So that's our basic half sun salutation. Let's try that again. Inhaling up, and then exhale, fold forward any amount. Use your hands on your thighs to support you if you don't feel the muscles of the back are strong enough. And then inhale, look towards the back of the chair, lengthening your spine. Exhale, look towards your legs. Push the feet into the floor. Inhale, rise up, arms up. And then exhale, lower the arms back down by your sides. Okay, so we're going to add to this one a little hold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, look to the back of the chair, lengthening your spine. Here's where the hold comes in. We're going to exhale, step the feet out wide, and bring your hands to the seat of the chair, maybe to the edges, depending on what your shoulders need. But really what we want to feel is that lengthening from the tailbone all the way through the spine and out through the fingertips. Head is kind of between the arms. I'm just going to find 5 breaths here. And on your next exhale, begin to walk the hands back to your thighs and walk the feet back underneath your knees. Inhale, push off the legs, reach the arms, rise all the way up. And exhale, arms down by your sides. And pause and just feel what that was like. So we still have our tall spine here, right? This is kind of a seated mountain pose or seated Tadasana. So we still have our tall spine here. We're pushing down into the floor to lift up through the top of the head and let the shoulders relax. But because we spent so much time forward, we may need a couple of breaths here to kind of reset. All right, let's try that again. So inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the thighs. Inhale, look to the back of the chair, lengthening your spine. And then as you exhale, set the hands, walk the feet out wide, and then really lengthen the spine. Breathe. And we're going to stay here for 4 more breaths. Inhale, look towards the back of the chair, so you're looking towards your hands. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to your thighs and walk the feet in. Inhale, push off the thighs, rise up, reach the arms up. And then exhale, bring the hands back down to your sides. And just pause there and feel. So that's one adaptation. You can do a very similar adaptation from standing, but you'll need to move the chair a little bit forward. Okay. So you'll start off, if you're doing the standing one, you're going to start off with your mountain pose, somewhat forward on your mat so that when you do get to that static position, that downward dog position, you can step back. All right, so feet down into the earth, tall through the spine, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, slowly float the arms up. Exhale, fold from your hips, hands come to the seat of the chair, or they can come to your legs. Inhale, look towards the back of the chair. And then as you exhale, you're going to step the feet back and wide. Make the feet about as wide as your mat and put more weight in your feet, letting your arms stay forward. That starts to really lengthen out through the spine. If you're getting this as just a really big stretch on the backs of the legs, bend the knees a little bit. See if you can move more of the sensation into the torso. And breathe. We're going to be here for 2 more breaths. Okay, next inhale, look towards the back of the chair, step the feet underneath your hips. As you exhale, transfer your hands to your thighs. Inhale, push off the thighs to come back up to standing, lifting the arms, and then exhale, hands come down by your sides. Let's try that again. Inhale, floating up. Exhale, folding forward. This time I'm just going to put my hands on my legs. Inhale, look towards the back of the chair. And then exhale into your downward dog position. So it might be hands to the seat of the chair like we just did, or it might be hands to the floor, all the way to the floor, and stepping back. In either case, have the feet as wide as your mat. And you can always bend the knees, but feel that length from fingertips to tailbone. And breathe. Next, inhale, look towards the seat of the chair. Exhale, bring the feet forward underneath your hips. Hands to the thighs. Inhale, push off the thighs, slowly rise. Arms come up. And then exhale, hands down by your sides. Yeah, let's try that again. Inhaling up. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, look towards the seat of the chair. Exhale into your downward dog position. So that might be hands to the chair, might be hands to the floor, whatever is appropriate for you. Now, you're welcome to stay here a few more breaths, or if you like, you can bring in a lunge to this. In that case, you would bring the feet close to each other. Let's say you step your right foot forward towards the leg of the chair and bring your hands up to the seat of the chair. And you can have the back knee straight, or you could lower the back knee to the floor, whatever works for you. What I want you to feel is that this front knee is over its own ankle and that you have some stability with your chair. You might even bring your hand back to the thigh and see if balance is coming. If balance is coming, maybe you raise the arms up. Breathe. And as you're ready, come down. And we'll switch to the other side. So again, you could keep your hands on the seat of the chair or bring your hands down and swap over. Other foot forward. It's my right foot. Could be a different one for you. And then you climb your way up. And remember, you want to have knee over the ankle for stability. Back leg can be bent or straight. That's your option. And then you can leave the hands here, or if you feel balanced, you can bring the arms up. And then wherever you are, slowly come down. Make your way back into your version of downward dog, whatever that looks like. One more breath. And then look towards the chair. Exhale, feet come forward, hands to your thighs. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Let's do that variation one more time. Inhaling up, like your arms are attached to helium balloons. Then exhale, float forward and down. Hands can be to the chair or your legs. Inhale, look towards the back of the chair. And then exhale into your downward dog position. Stay here 5 breaths, or step 1 foot forward. Climb your way up, find your lunge. This is really good if you've been doing a lot of sitting. Lunging is a good thing for the front of the hips. And then you'll slowly return to your down dog, and then bring the other foot forward. Climbing your way up. So front of the hip is getting this nice opening. Last breath. And then slowly come back down to your downward dog. Then when you're ready, look towards the chair, bring the feet forward. So now feet are right underneath the hips, hands to your thighs, push off your thighs to come floating up. And then exhale, bring the hands down by your sides. Pause. Take a few breaths here. Feeling any pulsing, tingling in the hands, up the forearms, across the chest, neck, upper back, low back, abdomen, hips, legs, and feet. Pay attention to that pulsing, that tingling. Be aware of what's happening inside your body. And then take your hands to your chest and your belly. Take a few more breaths here. Notice how your external world affects what's going on inside. And if you've been inundated with lots of new information, new ways of being, spending your time, probably the best thing for your nervous system would be to find some stillness, but sometimes we need a little bridge to that stillness. So hopefully the Sun Salutation variations offers you a short bridge to those moments of stillness where you can really reflect on what's happening inside, how it's responding to outside. Thank you. Take care.